welcome back to another Easy Cooking for Kids online recipe. Today I'm here with my fabulous sister and amazing assistant, Sophia.
No, that's a lie.
Okay. Anyway, she's going to be helping me cook darling deviled eggs. Now, we will be using hot surfaces, so parental supervision is advised, unless you're over the age of 11 and have experience. All right, let's get started.
I'm not the age of 11. No. Over here we have a pot and we're going to fill it a little over halfway.
Right, and what we're going to want to do with the water that we put in this pot is we're going to go ahead and let it boil. Now to do that, you're going to want to go ahead and put your stove on high. And then you're going to let the water sit there for about 10 minutes on the hot stove. And what that is going to do is there's going to be lots of bubbles. And those bubbles are going to tell you that it's boiling. And that's when you can put your eggs in there to boil your eggs.
I think it's done, Renee.
All right, well, I have our 8 eggs right over here. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put them in the boiling water very carefully. And they're going to sink to the bottom. And when they sink to the bottom, that means they're not yet boiled.
They sink it to the bottom.
So you'll know when they're done when they float to the top. That'll be about 12 minutes. And after that, your waiting is done and we can get started on actually making the full-on deviled eggs.
Do we just leave this?
Just leave it. And you want to turn down the water a little bit to maybe not medium, but probably around 7-ish, so that it keeps the boil, but it's not too high and doesn't bubble over. All right, so by now the eggs should be done and ready to go.
So let's take off the eggs to cool off.
All right. Okay, so the eggs and the water is going to be really hot. So what you're going to want to do
You need an adult
is go ahead and use a slotted spoon and carefully take them out of the water and put them into the bowls. Oh, that one exploded, didn't it?
Oh God. Wait, do we need to make one more?
No. That'll be fine.
It's gross.
You're gross.
Excuse me?
Excuse you.
Oh, it's still videotaping.
Oh.
What a wonderful sister.
Okay, so now we have the eggs, and once they're cold, what you're going to want to do is run them over a little bit of colder water. Okay. So now what you're going to go ahead and do is you're going to crack the egg a little bit, and you're going to go ahead and peel all the shell off. Okay, so unfortunately, one of our eggs exploded because it cracked when we dropped it in the pot. And what would happen is if we had 8 eggs, then it would make for 16 deviled eggs. But we only have 7, so that's going to make 14, which is still enough and plenty, so it'll be fine.
Right now, my big sister Renee is cutting the eggs in half, and she is putting the yolk in a bowl.
And the inside of your eggs should be very yellow and very dry, so that'll show you that it's also completely boiled. If it's not, then you did not boil it for long enough, and you're gonna want to just start over since it's
now
too
we're
late.
gonna take about a cup of mayonnaise and mix them in with the yolks.
Right. And when you're doing this, it might be a little bit messy. Just try to keep it all in the bowl. And you can add a little bit of salt just to. Now, what my sister Sophia right now is doing is she's crushing the egg yolks and mixing it firmly with the mayonnaise. Now, a good tip is to add in about a teaspoon of mustard. It doesn't matter what kind. It just gives it a little bit of another color and flavor. Okay, so now a really simple thing that we're gonna do is take this mixture over here and one of the eggs and lightly fill it with just a little bit, just so that it fills the top. And if you have any extra at the end, you can fill up the eggs a little bit more. As a finishing touch, what I just want to do is to take little pinches of paprika And all you're gonna do is just sprinkle it lightly, very lightly, on top of the eggs, because it's not really for flavor, it's more for decoration and garnish, and it gives it a very nice color and it makes it look a little classier.
Now our darling devil eggs are complete.
Alright, so they will definitely taste great because this was such a simple recipe, but it has lots of great flavor, and I'm sure everybody will not be able to get enough of this. That was our darling deviled eggs. I hope you enjoyed and learned a little something from this easy cooking for kids online recipe. The full recipe will be next to the video and in the description down below.
Thanks for watching.
Bye!